Time now for the latest in local sports and sports and recreation swimmers. The Piranhas headed to state competition in Moultrie, Georgia this week. They'll be on the Rich and Bob show shortly. Coach Alder and swimmers all in the studio talking about the big trip and the events they'll be participating in the state event. Countdown to high school football continues as the Wayne County Yellow Jackets are set to tee it up Friday night, August 4th at JC Stadium, hosting the Medgar Tigers in a scrimmage. That scrimmage now just 22 days and counting. Team and coach continue to practice each day. We checked in Tuesday with head coach Jay Bo Shaw. Says he's pleased with the progress the team's making.
Coming back from the dead week, our kind of focus was we've got 2 weeks before it's pretty much go time. So we're getting more into the rhythm of our normal practice schedules as far as, hitting some game plan things. We're starting to introduce some things that we're going to see on our schedule from other teams to get a jump on it. So I really thought the past 2 days have been good days coming out of the dead week. The first day was kind of what you were expecting. We needed to get back into a rhythm of, being consistent in the tempo. And then they answered the bell today and had a really, really good day. I thought today was one of our best days all summer with great attendance, had over 90 here. So just really proud of our guys. I told them after practice today, man, how appreciative I am as the head football coach and our coaching staff of just being coachable. That's all we ask. Be coachable. It's our job to get you right, put you in a position to be successful, and they've done that. And that's all you can ask as a coach, and we've done a really nice job. Coming out of the Camden OTA into the dead week, we've got some momentum right now. We've just got to continue to develop and get closer, ready to go for Friday night and shoot. It's about here. But I really like where we're at. We've obviously got some things we need to still clean up as far as fundamentally and just continuing to develop and continuing to develop depth. But I love where we're at. We're nowhere near perfect right now, but we're dang sure getting close.
What I saw at Patty Camp, I enjoyed. I read an article about high school football, how those 7-on-7s have really transformed the high school game into the passing game as well. Most people getting away from the running attack. But you got a good running attack. So your thoughts on that? You've been coaching a long time. I'm sure you've seen the transformation from going most teams just running the ball to now everybody's pretty much wide open and spread offense.
Yeah, we've kind of been on both spectrums a little bit. At the previous school I was at, we were there was years we were throwing for over 5,000 yards and scoring a bunch of points. And, the flip side of that is your defense plays a lot of snaps, and they're on the field a long time. And it's my belief, just in my either playing career or even a coaching career, because I've been on the other side of it, you better be able to run the football when it matters. In late November, in a region championship game, you better be able to run the football and be able to take the air out of the game a little bit. And that causes your defense. I think that was one of the main, success contributor for us last year is you look at the snaps that our defense played, compared to some other people. We were fresh. We had a lot of depth. And, they didn't play a ton of plays at times. So I just think it's my belief, you better be able to run the football. And I think if you really study it and you look, whether it's high school, college, or in the NFL, you look at those championship teams, man, they're going to pound the rock, and they're going to run it right down at you, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you have that type of football team, I think mentally and just the whole aspect of your team, I think it just creates a tough culture, and that's obviously one of our core belief systems. That man, we're going to be extremely tough, and that's a non-negotiable. And like you had mentioned, we're going to lean on our run game. We've got 3 backs, obviously spearheaded by Matthew Fuller. That's just something that we're good at, and that I love the mentality that it sends. And I also think on the flip side that we are going to be much more developed in the pass game this year, moving forward. It was, going from a whole different system last year and learning routes and learning route combinations, timing, all this stuff, losing a quarterback, game 4 or whatever it was. I think we'll be much more developed in the pass game, and that's definitely shown, whether that was at the OTA or out here. We've been able to do more, especially in the play action game, because we can run the football like we can. Jeb's done an outstanding job of managing our playbook. I've thrown a lot at him, and he's felt force-fed a lot of days, but he's done a great job of managing it all. And he's in charge of a lot of stuff, whether it's protections or getting us in the right play, from run to pass to run. He's in charge of a lot of it. So really proud of him, and shoot, our defense is everybody knows what our defense is going to stand for, man. They're going to run around and be extremely physical and arrive with bad intentions, and we're going to put a lot of speed on the field. And Coach Crutchfield and our defensive staff's done a great job to this point.
Jay Beauchamp again. That scrimmage with Metter is 22 days from today. All sports teams having the high school conditioning program, off-season conditioning program. That also includes volleyball and basketball. Coach Kayla Hobbs is a girls varsity volleyball and girls basketball coach. Had a chance to catch up with her about her team and her workouts.
Coach Kayla Hobbs, everybody's got their off-season conditioning program. Today is volleyball. You got double duty, volleyball and basketball.
Right,
but
yeah.
today is volleyball. How's the volleyball team looking?
Volleyball, we're going to be okay. We had to replace 9 seniors, so basically our entire varsity. We only returned 3 girls that dress varsity, and 1 was a crossover. So we have our work cut out for us. We do have a lot of new girls. I think we have 10 or 11 right now that have not played before. Most of them are freshmen. So right now we're just kind of getting the basics in, making sure that they understand the game and what it's going to take, and we're going to move on and try and do what the girls before them have done, and just really, try to get them right for the program by the time the season comes.
The volleyball program's come a long way since the beginning. They had a real nice season last year, some success, so hope they can build on that.
Yeah, it did come a long way from that first season. They, made it to Sweet 16 last year, had a 20-win season, was our first one, and I was really proud of how those girls played last year. And these girls have big shoes to fill. Those girls come through, their families, they just loved it, and I really hope that they can continue to do what the girls before them have done.
And like I said, you're doing double duty. You also got basketball camp going on. How's your basketball team looking?
Yeah, basketball's going to be okay. Same thing. We lost some pretty good players, but we have a good young group coming through. Summer took some time adjusting. It's a little bit different of a transition, getting the younger girls ready for varsity level. But by the end of June, we went over to Camden and played 2 really good teams. They kind of surprised me. Played really good. Some girls coming back did really good, and we have couple freshmen that actually came through and scored for us. So I think basketball, we'll be contenders again for the region title. Just hope we can finish it off for this coming season.
Okay, Coach. School will be open before you know it.
Coming
Best
soon.
of luck.
Thank you so much.
And once again, those comments, Coach Kayla Hobbs again, girls varsity and volleyball coach. On Thursday, we'll talk with the new varsity boys basketball coach. We met him yesterday. Doug Hassel comes to Wayne County from Tattnall County after retiring with 35 years experience, and he's the new Wayne County boys basketball coach. We'll hear from him tomorrow here on Local Sports. National League breaks the 9-game losing streak. They win the All-Star game 3-2. Braves back in action this Friday night hosting the Chicago White Sox. That's going to do it for latest in Local Sports.